about the two different things that society are really focused on, you know, heterosexuality, homosexuality. Now, is bisexuality, is it a common thing?
Yeah, well, you know, I think bisexuality is a lot more common than we give it credit for. And I think the reason people don't come out as bisexual is because we have everybody saying, well, it's not real, and you know, you're just confused, or you're actually just gay.
Or they don't take you seriously.
Or they don't take you
They're
seriously.
Just like, oh, okay,
right.
they're bisexual.
Right, and then I think the other thing is that because we don't, you know, because we want to go like, you're okay, so now you're either gay, or you're straight, or you're bisexual. What about the people who are just bi-curious or just flexible? They just want to play. And I think people are so scared of being plugged into one of those things that they don't want to say, well, you know, I'm a guy and sometimes I fantasize about guys, or I'm a girl and sometimes I fantasize about girls. You know, if you say to a girl, have you kissed another woman? They'll be like, yeah, I mean, no big deal. And you say, okay, well, would you be okay with your boyfriend having kissed another guy? And suddenly the tables turn. I think there are a lot more men who have these fantasies, or they want to explore it and they can't because they're so locked into what masculinity is and what, like, you know, nobody wants to be gay in the South African context, certainly not. And so they kind of plug themselves and be quiet about it. And so, yeah, I think if people just started talking a little bit more, or even if they don't talk, just coming to terms with their fantasies being okay, with their sexual drives being okay, with what they're turned on by being okay, we'd see a lot more people actually being a lot more flexible with sexuality.
Do we need these terms for all of these terms you've been speaking about? Do we need them?
You know, it just comes back down to that label thing. I think labels can be used, you know, they can go to the dark side and we can use them for evil. It's back to that shaming thing. If you're going to shame someone for a label that you've pegged onto them, but I think labels and definitions help people understand, first of all, what their sexuality is about, and secondly, that they're not alone. You know, that there are entire groups, hundreds, thousands, millions of people who are experiencing the same thing. And I think there's value in that, because once you know that you're not alone, that it's all perfectly normal, that there's nothing wrong with you, it sort of helps you to kind of ease into yourself and into your sexuality and into exploring, which means it makes it easier to talk, and suddenly we have a whole better world for everyone. So yeah, I think there's absolutely value in labels. I think yeah, it's the naming that's okay. It's just the shaming is not okay.
Shaming, that's not okay.
Yeah.